In the City of Brass, you're going to use World Builder to build your game setting. Once you've got that ready, you can go into Story Builder and write your adventures. But it's going to be Campaign Manager that you use to actually run your game. You'll start a new campaign here, giving it a name, which is a name. The label appears in light gray text when you see it on the screen. Privacy will control who gets to see it, so it can be just you and your affiliates, or anybody with a City of Brass account. District will give you a link to the game setting, so you're going to want to pick your setting here if you've got it. Adventures, just like District, it will link into Story Builder, so you have a quick access to the adventure that you have associated with this campaign. The short description, as it does everywhere in the City of Brass, will provide a short summary of what this adventure is all about, or what this campaign is all about. That will be available to people to see as they browse through your campaigns, or for your use as you browse through your campaigns. So here's a view into my current campaigns. Each one has a title, a label, the light gray text, a short description, and when we're ready, we'll click the cogwheel to begin editing the campaign. So here's your campaign menu, splash screen. You can see you've got a left menu here, including a district and an adventure links. That's because I selected a district and adventure. If we were to go into the campaign and remove that district and then update it, you'll note that that district option is no longer there. Of course, we want it on this campaign, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back. Like all pages in the City of Brass, you can pick an image for your campaign if you'd like. Just pick the select, and then you'll see it'll show up here in the same place that it always does in the top right. The district is another area that you might work with. You do have to be careful here. Note the left menu, and if I click into any of the links here, that left menu is going to change. That's because I've transitioned from Campaign Manager into World Builder, where I can get to the rest of the district. When I want to go back to my campaign, I now have to go up to the toolkit, pick Campaigns, and then select the campaign that we've been working on. Characters is an important area. This is where, once you've invited them, your players' characters will show up on this screen. House Rules is intended for you to create house rules and distribute them to your players. Adventure Logs is where you'll post your recaps and summaries of what occurred in the adventure itself. The adventure link links you out to Story Builder. You can see here I've got several adventures associated with this campaign. If we drill into one of them, it's going to change that left menu as we move from Campaign Manager into Story Builder. We'll go more into Story Builder later, but I'll just give you a quick overview here. You've got on the left the different encounters that are tagged to this particular adventure. You can drill into them. Many of them have sub-encounters associated with them, such as the laboratory here, which has a hallway and various labs. And when we're ready to get back to our campaign, we'll simply go to Toolkit and select Campaigns. Let's go ahead and add characters to this campaign. You're going to do that right from the home screen. Just hit the cogwheels, and you'll see there's a left menu option for players. Click on that, and you're going to get a drop-down menu that allows you to pick through all of the different affiliates that you have on your City of Brass account. So you'll pick them, and as you do so, that adds them to the campaign. Then those players, when they go to edit their characters will have the option of picking your campaign from a drop-down menu. I'll show you here with my character Finn. You see on the character editor, once I've been invited to a campaign, I can select that campaign from the drop-down menu. Here you see all of the different campaigns that I have been invited to, and if I choose one of them, it associates Finn with that campaign. Let's go ahead and switch over to the actual campaign that I've been using. Here you can see it. I've got all my players here, and if I click on the little envelope, I can send them a message through CityMail. I've also got a couple of things that are of interest to them, such as the Carter, which is their spaceship. We've also got another spaceship here of theirs, the Scythe. And you might notice that this is moving us into the creature section of the City of Brass. The district, of course, links out to the Solarian Conflict District. Here's the characters, and you can see they've each added all of their different characters. I've got a view into their character name, the short description of their character, the label. We built that through different features on the character. And most importantly, I can get a view into their actual character sheet. By clicking on their name, I go to their character profile. From their character profile, I could click in the top right, or I could go back to the campaign and click the icon here to get to the character sheet itself, so that the Game Master can see the sheet. House Rules is where you're going to post your house rules. As you can see, I have several in here. I'll show you the exploits, which is really just a couple of custom exploits that I've created for this game. You can add them easily, and your players can come in here and see them. In the adventure logs, you'll go to record what's occurred in your game. So we use this as a recap. Here's the first couple of weeks recap for us, so my players can easily come in here and remember what occurred. Adding new logs is simple. Just click the little plus, give it a name, a label if you want, set as privacy. The session date is optional. If you don't select anything here, it will use the day you create the record. Give it a short description and maybe put in some detail. Once you've created the page, it has full functionality as everything else in the City of Brass. So you can give it features, you can give it page sections, and the page sections can include paragraphs and of text, private notes, things that only the GM can see, read aloud text that's specially formatted, etc. GM notes are just for the Game Master, and you can come in here and make notes on things that you don't want to forget and that will not be visible to anyone but you.